G'day guys, Tentani TV here and welcome to a new series here on my YouTube channel. This is my Let's Play Farming Simulator 25 Hutan Pantai series. So with this series what we've done is we've started with 500,000 in the bank, but that 500,000 is also a loan as well, which the idea of this series is it's going to be a short series from what I'm hoping for, and what that we're going to do is we're going to try and build a little farm here, get it going for a little while, pay off that $500,000 loan, and then see how much we're going to end up with at the end of the series before we move on to a new farm somewhere else, starting similar sort of conditions, but with whatever we've also got left over from this farm, and we're going to try and continue that on for a couple of series. So this is going to be the first of a number of series that's going to be happening. Pardon me, a bit of a frog in my throat. So this is my character. This is me, Tony. Look a bit different to my usual series that I am streaming on Twitch, which is my Riverbend Spring series. And to be honest, I actually do like the look of this start farm, and I think this is what we're going to buy initially. Because the idea I have with this series is to do something that I haven't done on my other series, on my YouTube save, my stream save, and that is I'm going to become a rice farmer. I think that's what I want to do. So we are going to start with this farm. I had a bit of a look around and I am really liking the setup down here. So I think that's what we're going to do. I think what we're going to do is going to buy this. So it takes us down to 391 because that cost us 108,552. Buy this one for 43,824. Buy this one for 81,000. That's going to take us down to 266. Now I got some ideas for this section here, because that goes all the way along to there where that is, but I'm not sure if we're going to buy that just yet, because these fields are ready to harvest. So we're going to get right into things. But before we do, I want to get something that we're going to be able to use to... Actually, no. What we're going to do first, let's head to the... Let's buy some equipment. So, rice is what we're going to be doing. So this is what they recommend. The Izeki tractor, the FarmTech EDK 650, the Izeki harvester. So these are three things that we're going to need straight away, and these we're going to need later. Let's see what's in the sales. If there's anything in the sales, we're going to take it. None of those are in the sales. And to be honest, I want to sort of try and keep to the theme of that Asian-inspired farm. So I think we're going to stick to this brand, Izeki, while we can. So we're going to get this guy here. Wheel setup. Do the narrow twin wheels. Narrow tyres. Yeah, I like it with narrow tyres. Oh, we haven't got crop destruction on. So I'm just going to go with standard, because I haven't got crop destruction on. Not for this series. So let's buy that. Buy the harvester. All right, and I'm liking the looks of that, the colours here. So let's play around with these colours. I like the look of that. Let's go with that. That looks pretty cool. Yeah, we'll do that. No, we'll leave it like that. All right, so we've got our first bits of equipment, so we will need this at some point. And we do have this field here, which, to be really honest with you, there's nothing on there at the moment. It's just an empty field. However, I think I will want to probably turn that into a rice field. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to turn that into a rice field. I don't know if we're going to want to get into honey. I might actually sell that. Let's have a look here at our equipment. Are these all things that we can use? I mean, I could use this shed. Is this even usable? I think we're going to get rid of that. No, that we can't use. Alright, let's have a look at these. Oh, okay, we can't... What are we going to use this for? That's the same. Yeah, I don't think these are going to be usable for us. I think we'll be getting rid of 1, 2, 3, 4, and the beehives. The mushrooms, we're definitely going to use those. And the rice sapling greenhouse we're going to use. So we're going to need to put some water in for that. For those. And we are going to need to also get a water tanker. So let's do that now. Was there any in the... No. Here we are, barrels. So we've got a couple of options here, but I'm thinking, I'm not planning on getting into... I'm not looking at spending too much. I think... Let's get this one. 5,850. Okay. And then we've got to place a water source somewhere. Because, I mean, I guess we could... No, we can't. That's going to be way too difficult to get down to. Yeah, no. We have to go all the way. Yeah. No. That is going to be way too difficult. Okay. Let's put a water source. Leave it there. Let's put it there. Yep. Alright. Let's do that. And then let's have a look. Can we sell these? I think we can get rid of that. Really? Okay. Oh, well, that's going to give us 4,000. There you go. And that one. That one. Yeah, I don't think I want to get into the... bees. We'll see. If we want to get into it later, we can put them put some back in. But for now, no. And it won't allow us to sell any of the buildings there. What? Oh no, we can't. No, we can't sell that. And it won't let us sell that. Okay. I wonder why it won't let us sell that. So, when we do harvest this rice, the other thing we're going to want is somewhere to process the rice. Not the bakery. Ooh, the preserved food factory. That's going to cost us 36,000. The question is... Now we've got this field here. I'm not sure yet what... I do want to get this. I do want to get this. Because I think we can use that field. I want to use this space here. I don't know if I want the silo. But I think we could use this space to put some of the productions that we're going to want. I think... I do want to get into some sort of animals. I don't know yet if I'm going to get into sheep or goats. I don't think I want to get into cows on this farm. I'm thinking either sheep or goats is what I'm going to get into in this farm. And I'll probably put that somewhere around here, maybe. Oh. I've got to do automate and start off. There we are. Well, good thing I accidentally pressed that button. Where was I? Let's have a look. Is there a space back here? There's land back here, land 79, but I don't think there's anything usable back here. That's just going to be all... I want to get into forestry, and I don't think I want to get into forestry. No. So... maybe I get that area over there. Maybe I use some of this area for animals, and I use that area for productions, and I use this for more rice. I think I'm going to stick to rice for this. See how long we go. I'm going to be doing some contracts along the way. It's only 30,000. We're going to buy it. And then let's have a look and see if we can actually sell off this silo. And we can. Oh, well, look at that. It's just going to give us that 30,000 back. Oh, perfect. Absolutely perfect. Because what I'm going to want to do is, like I said, this preserved food factory. Put that in there. Because I'll use that for the rice, then turn it into it's two things I can turn them into. What was it? It was rice box or rice rolls? What's going to sell better? Let's have a look. Here we go. Rice boxes will sell for about 8 to 5,000. Rice flour, no, it's not really going to be worth it. Rice oil, no. Rice rolls, 2,700. Okay, so the rice box seems to sell for more, but 100 rice gives us 45 rice box, 56 rice. Okay, here we go. We get more for the rice rolls. Same amount of cycles. Yes, the costs are a bit more, but we get more value. I'm probably going to go with the rice rolls. Unless we make both. I don't know yet. We'll see. But I reckon we'll do... No, you know what? I think we're going to do this. I think we're going to do the rice rolls. Okay, so that's good. We got that. And then we're going to need somewhere to sell them. So we're going to need a sell point. So we can do small farmer's kiosk or big farmer's kiosk. With the money we've got, we're going to do this. How is the land not owned? Yes, it is. Do that there. And that's where we're going to sell all our mushrooms from here, our rice rolls from there. Alright, I think we're set up. Let's get the water tanker over to get these started. So before we do that though, let's set these up. Do I want to just stick to one? You know what? Let's activate both. And then, do we need to activate anything in the rice saplings? I haven't done rice saplings before, so I haven't done rice at all. So this is a bit of a learning curve, this one. We've got to activate it. There we go. So this is going to take 2,000 litres of water, so that's not going to take much. The mushroom, 4,000. Oh, yeah, I'm glad I got the small one then. I'm glad I got the small tank. There we go. All right. Well, let's get right to it. We've got to get all our equipment to the farm. We'll start with the water. Up the water tanker. Right. Let's send that to the farm. Put that up here. Take this and then come back for the trailer. I think that's going to get us set up. Now we do have enough money to get the rice planted, but we don't need that just yet. And I say that because we have a look here at the rice. Now is the time to harvest. The time to plant is in April. So we're going to have a lot of time to prepare the field, because we're probably going to need to get a plough or a cultivator or something like that to help us prepare the field. Probably going to need fertilizer as well, so we might need to get ourselves a fertilizer spreader and some other equipment for the fields. So I think I'm happy with what we've started with for now. Alright, so what I'll do, I will get this all back to the farm, and then I will see you shortly. Alright, and I've got the harvester here at the farm. I've got this tractor with the water tank on the back here at the farm. We're going to go over to this water source that I've put down. It is a water source that makes it free, so you don't have to pay for the water, which I believe is the right way to go about it when you put it on your own land. This tank only holds 2,000 litres, so let's... I don't remember how much does the I've already forgotten. Okay, yeah, so the rice saplings greenhouse only holds 2,000, and we need 2 loads to the mushrooms. Let's do this one. Not line up. Oh, hang on. Did it automatically drop off from... Okay. Oh, it automatically did it. I didn't even have to hit. Okay. I thought I had to hit that I wanted to release the water. Okay. Apparently not. Well, that was handy. It would have been... Here I am, driving around like an absolute galah. Turns out I had actually... didn't have to hit dump water. But this time I do. Really strange. But alright. Alright. So that's the water filled up on those 2. Let's park this water tank. I'm going to park it next to the shed here, because I'm going to use the shed for my harvester. I'll have to excuse my poor driving, or my poor reversing, I should say. Alright. Let's get this tractor back to the shop to pick up our trailer. While the AI is doing that, we're going to get started with harvesting. Is the AI going? The AI is going to be difficult, isn't it? Okay, let's do it ourselves. Alright, I will go and pick up the trailer and I'll be back and I will see you shortly. Alright, so I'm back and I've picked up the trailer. There it is behind me. We are almost back at the farm so that we can get started with the harvesting of the rice fields that we have. I realised while I was on my drive back to the farm that I had my time set at 0.5 time because I did that initially just so we could have a look at what fields that we wanted to buy and what farmland and all of that, and I was going to change it back to 5 times speed afterwards, and I totally forgot to do that. So I've changed it to 5 times speed now. So the days will be going a lot quicker. We are going to be playing with 2-day months is what I'm setting it at. And the reason why I wanted to choose 2-day months is there's a reason I wanted to do that. And the reason was, let's set up our steering assist here, our GPS. Let's turn it on. And let's get started. The reason why I want 2-day months is because hang on a second. The reason why I wanted 2-day months is day 1 of every month is going to be sorting out whatever we want to sort out on our farm and with our fields, and then day 2 is going to be doing contracts and trying to build up some extra cash for our farm to help us get our farm going further, if that makes sense. So that's why I've decided to go with 2-day months, and that's what I'm going to stick to. Tidy this up, this first headland, the whole way. So that's why I've decided to go with 2-day months. But I think it's something that we're going to look into further down. We'll see how it's going. If we end up thinking that some months it's too much, we might bring it back to 1-day months, but we will have to reassess it once we've gone through a few months first. Okay, that will seem to work out okay. Let's go down this. So what we'll do, I will probably time lapse this just so that the episode doesn't go too long. And I will see you when we have almost finished with all the fields. Alright, so we are now onto the last little bit of our first harvest, our fields. once we finish this harvest. Unload everything into the trailer. And then we've got a few things we need to do. Go through them with you in a second. One thing we're going to need to do is take all our rice to our preserved food factory that we've built on that land that we bought on the side. Reached the limit on that. Let's quickly take that over so that we can get the rice rolls, I'm pretty sure it was, or rice cakes, rice rolls started. So let's do that, because the sooner we get that started, the sooner we can put things into our little farmer's kiosk. Just like we did with the mushrooms, we've started on those, so we'll be able to put those in there as well. If you want to get started with these. Let's see, maybe if I turn this around. Ugh. Oh, that is annoying. That is really, really annoying. Let's do it this way. Let's see if this will work. I think it's worked. We will check it in a second. Let's have a look at our productions here. Okay, yep, that worked. That dumped it in the right place. So we are starting with our rice rolls. This is good. Alright, at least we know that we were putting it in the right place when we were dumping it then. Let's go over and get the very last little bit. So annoying. One task that we needed to do. For 263 litres. Let's go dump this 263 litres. We're still going to decide what we're going to do with this field and the field down below. The field down below, I think I want to turn that into another rice field. That I'm pretty certain about. This field, I'm not sure yet. I'm thinking of doing this one another rice field again. Again, you'll have to apologise for my poor reversing skills, but I will get there, all in time. Alright. So, that's done. Let's come over here and we will this trailer away. I think what we'll do is we will park the trailer back here next to the shed on this side. We'll leave it there. And then you would have noticed the fuel in this harvester is extremely low. So what we're going to want to do, I was hoping I wouldn't have to do this just yet, but we're going to put in a small fuel tank. Question is, where am I going to put it? I'm thinking right here, actually. All right. So we've got ourselves a small fuel tank there. It's going to take 5,000 litres, which is going to cost us 7,500 to fill. So let's get this harvester back up to the farm. I know we're not going to need to use it anytime soon, but let's fill it up with fuel just in case. Because it is running dangerously low. Fuel is going to come in handy with the tractor as well. Especially considering that the tractor is going to be used not just for harvest time, but for the water for the mushroom greenhouse and the rice sapling greenhouse. It's going to be used pallets, and that's the other thing we need to look at getting. So one thing we needed was this fuel tank so we can refuel our equipment. That was one thing we needed. The other thing we need is the ability to move pallets, because once this mushroom greenhouse and our preserved food factory over the other side there have produced any pallets, we're going to need to move them. Now this tractor that we have, this is refueling, This tractor that we have does not have a front loader attachment ability. I saw that when we bought it. So there is another option. Now let me have a look and see if there's anything in the... Oh, this is something we could use down the track. 5 nights, 37%. Okay. Here's what we want. We want miscellaneous. This one here. I think it is. Yep. So this is a forklift that goes on the back of the tractor that can be used for pallets, and I think we're going to look at buying that when we get our first pallets, because that's going to come in extremely handy. All right, we have refueled, so I'm going to park this in the shed. Because I would like to park this tractor in there as well. Let's see if we can do this. Is it going to fit? Oh yes. Very nice. I'm very happy with that. Alright. There we go. They're in there. Alright, so I think I'm going to leave it there for today's episode. And what we'll do is next episode I will probably come back with a contract of sorts. I'm not sure yet. Oh, we've got a... That looks good. That's a big one. Harvesting canola on field 7, and that's going to give us 19,000. I like the look of that. We're probably going to come back and do that contract, I would say. And I might, because we're only going to get 1 day in this first month. Actually, I'm going to bring it back to 2 times speed, because that will give us the ability to do that contract. Because the other one is possibly this fertilizing contract on field 2, and a fertilizer is something we're going to need for our fields. Let me just quickly save. We are probably going to need a cultivator. Oh no. No. Not a cultivator. We're going to need something else. We're going to need either a plow, subsoiler, either a plow, disc harrow, power harrow, subsoiler, or a spader, I think, because we need to plow our fields. All right. So, next episode, I think we will do that contract that I was talking about. We're going to try and get this done. And hopefully get some extra harvest income from it as well. That'll be pretty handy. And then we'll see what we're going to do from there. And we'll go from there. Because then we'll go and buy some equipment to start prepping our fields. And then we can obviously use that equipment for contracts later on. And then also we can look at what we're going to do for these other two fields. Like I said, this field down here, I'm pretty certain I'm going to turn that into another rice field. This one I'm not sure yet. We will wait and see. And we probably will put in a little greenhouse somewhere in here as well. And like I said, eventually I do want to put some animals in. I'll probably do that here. So we're going to probably see if we can try and keep the farm quite small. I don't know if I want to go too big with this farm in this series. We'll see what happens. And hopefully also next time we could be putting some stuff into our little farmer's market kiosk there. Maybe some mushrooms, maybe some rice cakes or rice rolls. See if we can start selling some stuff here in our little farmer's kiosk. We can see this is going well. It is producing rice rolls. Got 46 litres so far. So we are on our way. As always, thank you to everyone. Hope you've all enjoyed the video. If you have, do hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, the little notification bell, so you know when more videos are being uploaded. And I hope you're all enjoying not only this series, but all the other series that I have going on my YouTube channel. Head over to Twitch, give me a follow. I am streaming some Farming Simulator 2025 over on Twitch. We're doing a save on Riverbend Springs. And do head down into the description below and check out the link to the Discord channel as well, the Discord Lounge, the Checkpoint Lounge, as it's called. Fun community growing there. Until next time, this is 10Tony TV signing out.